Alright. Hello and welcome to the start of my 100% tutorial for another Metroid 2 remake. This tutorial is going to assume that you've already seen either my basic movement tutorial or you've played the game at least casually. So I'm not going to be spending time here talking about, how to set up the game, how to, move through the game quickly, stuff like that. So if you're looking for that sort of stuff, I do have a video about that. It's on my channel, and it will eventually be a part of a playlist. If you're just looking, you're playing casually, you're just looking to find where that last item is that you've missed, this probably isn't the best place for it. Yes, it'll show it to you eventually, but it's not really. This isn't really designed for that. I will link a map, a complete map in the description of the video. So if you're looking for something like that, you can just check that out. But alright, so in this game we start on a new game file. We don't start from a 000 file like Super Metroid does. So to start your new game, normal or hard. We don't do easy, normal or hard. So normal. First thing you want to do, hold the start button, skips the intro cinematic, brings you right here to the wonderful landing site. Alright, first thing you're going to do, you're going to move right. There's not much to talk about for a little bit, so I'm going to just mention the basic movement stuff here. Take this shortcut. The shortcut's right there. If you miss the missile short, okay, if you miss this, you can fall down here, just auto climb right on in. And then down here, 6 missiles, we'll clear out all that. Then you're gonna move left. Still nothing much interesting going on right now, just, move through, stay in morph ball as much as possible. I do want to mention in this room, actually I want those missiles. I do want to mention in this room there is if you're not confident in your movement down here, you can take this shortcut right here. It's done optimally. It's about the same as just falling through the room, which falling through the room will look something like this. Oops. Thank you. Falling through the room, you come into the room and you just kind of fall right straight down here. Don't hit that ledge. But they're about the same. Oops. Go through here, be sure not to fall in the water, missile the frogs if they get in your way. Check out the first save station. Don't take it. There's absolutely no reason you should be taking that save station unless... No, there's no reason to, because if you screw up that badly, just reset. Come on in here to the first Alpha Metroid, watch its little hatching cinematic. There's a couple of setups. The one I do, jump over it, shoot diagonally 5 times. I'm only going to do 4 because I want to show the other setup for it as well. The other setup, you kind of roll under him and start shooting him like that. Those are your 2 setups. And that general theme of get under the Metroid and shoot him diagonally is gonna carry through basically for the rest of the game. That's basically how you fight alphas and gammas. Same idea here, don't fall in the water, shoot the frogs if they get in your way. Then make your way up here. The way I prefer to do it, power grip here, 2 wall jumps, another wall jump, and just jump right on up. An alternate strat could be just power grip, then wall jump, and then up. Power grips are slower, so I prefer not to do them. You can do the triple. Get that guy out of my way. You can do the triple wall jump strat there, and then just climb on up. Whichever. Unless you're at a really high level, the difference between power gripping and wall jumping is so negligible, it just doesn't really matter. Another save, you shouldn't need to take that. You can go through here. This guy's probably going to be in your way. You're going to want to missile him. I'm just trying to conserve missiles because I've used quite a bit. In here, missile this guy, roll on through, jump over that guy on your way up there, shoot that guy like that. Through here, another, you know, keep your jumps quick. You can morph over those two platforms. If you go through it quickly enough, you can actually beat that dude on the left. This room actually has two strats. That's the one that I use. I think it's... I like it a little more. I'm a little more comfortable with it. But the other strat you can opt to do is walk through, shoot missiles like this. I'm also out of missiles, which shouldn't be happening, but that's okay. Then you'll make your way up here. I wall jump here, but you could just as easily power grip and do that. Again, unless you're on a really high level, it's not going to matter. Oops. Falling down here is a pretty common mistake. Happens to everyone. But when you don't do that, this room will look something like this. Ideally, I would have shot a missile at that guy, but that's how I like to do that climb. I think it's the fastest way. It's kind of tight, so if you're not comfortable with that, these wall jumps are easy. These wall jumps are easy enough to get. And then you can just do something like that. Oops, I screwed it up. You could do something like this. Really, you should get used to doing these. At the very least, these wall jumps. You could do this. You know, you can do that. You know, however you want to get up there. But wall jumping the whole way up is my preferred way of doing it. Go through here. You know, nothing much to say there. Just keep your jumps short. Stay in morph ball. This isn't a save you need to take, ever. I just, for tutorial purposes, I'm using a ton of missiles. Oh, totally forgot to talk about this room. Alright. This room, you want to fall down right about here. Nope, I overshot. You want to fall down right about here. You see kind of the slightly darker brick. You want to fall down right about there. So you fall right through all those platforms. Go through here, shoot that guy. Go through here, grab the bombs. Alright, there's 3 strats for those bomb blocks right there. There's easy strat, medium strat, and hard strat, roughly. That also corresponds to fastest to slowest to fastest. Easy strat, blow the bombs up, go in there, unmorph, bomb jump your way out. Easy enough, and again, doing one of the faster strats isn't something you should worry about until you get to a very high level. The medium strat, go off to the side, oops, I screwed it up. That's okay. Medium strat, off to the side, bomb that one on your way out. Oh my god, I screwed it up again. Alright. Medium strat. Off to the side. Off to the side. Blow one of them up. I'll get this one time. Medium strat. Oh my. Man, I don't do the medium strat. Get that. Then you can climb up like that. That's the medium strat. The hard strat. Blow them both up. Go out. Jump to... it's tough to do this one without the missile tank there. Blow those up. Go in. And jump. If you jump at the right time, you will stop these blocks from reforming. There. That's the fastest strat. There's 2 ways to get through this room as well. You can go back that way, or you can take the shortcut here. I call it a shortcut, but it's technically a little slower. But, you know, again, until you're at a high level, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Then to go in here, make sure you blow that up while the bomb block is blowing up those center blocks. That's what that strat will look like. Let me slow it down a little bit for you here. Up in here, there's one of these guys, and you can hit that guy from down here. See? So you'll want to do that, and then ideally you'll get past that block before it reforms. Ideally, you're out here, but you know, if you're right here, that's fine too. And then, you know, collect the E-tank. Oops. And then you're going to go down here, go grab Charge Beam. Charge Beam, you're going to want to take the top pathway. on your way in and on your way out. If you're using my splits, I've been wanting to give these, but I keep forgetting to. Ideally, you'll want like a 4-minute charge beam. That is a really good mark to shoot for. You're not going to get there when you're first learning because it's a pretty solid time, but you'll know if you can get a 4-minute charge beam, you're starting to get pretty good at the game. So then, just easiest way here is shoot a missile, jump straight up and in, and then out of here. There's 2 different strats for this room. The normal strat here, wait, then go up, right? It's not, that strat's not hard. It's the most consistent. If you want to be really fancy, you can try this strat, which saves a very small amount of time. And honestly, until you're at a really high level, not worth going for. And then the strat for here, it relies on very precise positioning under this block. You'll want to be right here. This is the position. Not much to the left, not much to the right, because one bomb will blow you right up there, and then you can just climb your way up like that. If you're off a little bit, say you're like here, what'll happen is, oh, I guess that wasn't far off enough. Say you're here. You'll only get the half height. Then just climb up, and you can continue bomb chaining up. The important thing to keep in mind with those bombs is don't lay them all the way in. They'll blow open the blocks, but they won't let you bomb jump up. So right out like that. It's tough to get the hang of that strat. Don't go out this way. This way just leads you to a dead end and shows you the spider ball. Then your way out, blow that up, grab these missiles. And then these missiles you can get on the way in or the way out. I'm used to doing it on the way out, but I don't think there's really much of a time difference between the two. If it is, it's, a fraction of a second. Make your way out through here. You're gonna go grab Spider Ball. Spider Ball's down here. Something to keep in mind here. You can shoot that block if you would rather fall just straight through. That's fine. Another Spider Ball's another marker I use kind of frequently. My usual goal, sub 5-minute Spider Ball. If you can get a sub 5-minute Spider Ball, you're doing pretty darn well. I think the best I've ever done is 4:38, but 5-minute Spider Ball is pretty solid. I'll still continue a run with a 5-minute Spider Ball, honestly. Another save you shouldn't need, but then you want to jump. You want to get this guy out of the way real quick. You'll want to jump up to here before starting your bomb jump, just because it saves a little bit of time. And there's actually 2 strats that you can do with that bomb jump. That's the safer one, just Spider Ball up. It is, I think, a touch slower than doing it this way. Just bomb jumping around. And, make your way through here. Jump over this Metroid and go at him from diagonally under like that. And you can walk him through the room, kind of, rather than pinning him off to the side. Saves a little bit of time. Then you're going to go down here. Make your way up top. Collect this missile tank. And then make your way through here, and you're going to have to shoot these 3 lights. This is the ideal strat for this. Looks like this. And then you get in here, and then you go collect the E-tank. Let me slow that one down for you a little bit. On your way out of here, unmorph, shoot, and you can hit that guy. That's a really lenient hitbox. Any of this will work. Getting that shot is the most precise. I use this line right here on the ground as a marker. When I'm at that line, more often than not, I'll hit that. But it's a very precise positioning, so you just have to try it and get the hang of it. And then I use aim lock for this strat. It makes it a lot easier. Then you'll just walk back and you'll shoot that thing, and then you can keep going. If you don't get that, something like that is fine. And then you're gonna walk through here. You can make this in one jump. If you don't want to do that, just wall jump right off that. Wall jump off that. No, actually, I wonder. You can do that too. Make sure you don't fall down on those crumble blocks just yet, but auto climb's pretty useful right here, so this is one of the reasons we leave it enabled. Now on your way out, grab this missile tank, bomb through that, and you're gonna head off. You're done with the Golden Temple for now. You're gonna just head off to the breeding grounds, and we'll be done with this area. Oops. Just make your way through here, short jumps, morph ball, you know, standard fare. Fall down here. This is not a save you need in 100%. You shouldn't anyway. You can take it if you need it, and you're gonna want to go up here. Absolutely, it's a lot faster. The thing to keep in mind though is if you don't press back towards the wall quick enough, you're gonna wind up doing that. So just roll on through here, and we're gonna. I like to kill this guy first. I mean, it's just how I've done it. It's not like the fastest strat. It's just I think killing them in any order I think is fine. I morph on all the platforms except for this last one, because if I morph on the last one, it screws up my timing for the Metroid. Because what you'll want to do initially, right off the bat, just missiles right into it, and you can just back it up into the wall like that. That's sort of a general strategy for alphas and gammas. Back them up into a wall, get underneath them, and just shoot them until they die. This Metroid in this area is the first one that gets kind of tricky because he dodges. So the strat that I use for this one, roll over here, unmorph, jump up. I use aim lock for this, and then get him right there. Shoot, I'm gonna back out real quick to show alternate strats, but because I don't have save states, I have to walk through the whole room again. Something else you could try doing, you know, just walk through, let him do that, and then put him right there. So that's that Metroid. This other Metroid's very similar to the first one. You know, just roll right onto him and then just shoot missiles into him, back him up into the wall. Oops. No, it shouldn't. This shouldn't pose too much of a challenge yet. But you know, if it does, if you're not comfortable with it, you know, just keep practicing it until you get it down. Because you're going to need those sort of fundamentals for the rest of the run. And then you're on your way out. This is the first save you'll want to take in 100%. Right here. That's a save you need to take because you need the missiles for the Ancient Guardian. That's why, only reason. Now we're going to move on up to the Ancient Guardian. Ancient Guardian is first phase. You should be able to get off 12 missiles. Occasionally 13, the rest you'll want to shoot for 8. If you're good, you'll get 9. See, I screwed that up a little bit. And then just, you know, just shoot missiles and make your way on out. And that finishes up Area 1, so to me this seems like a reasonable spot to stop the tutorial. This will be the first of, call it 10 videos. Might wind up being more, might wind up being less, but that's how that's going to go. There's going to be several videos in this series. Next time we'll move on through the Hydro Station, or Area 2. So until then, peace. And if there's anything that was unclear, anything that I didn't cover, something you're really, really curious about, you know, just drop a question or something in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. But until next time.